All right. So let's talk about the rest of the league here. So Big Five is what we're going to talk about this week. Five biggest games on the schedule that are not Ravens games. We're definitely going to go ahead and go over that. Five biggest games on the schedule that are coming up that are not for the Baltimore Ravens. So we're definitely absolutely check that out here this week as well. Last week we had a tie for the first time in forever. So the Cowboys and the Pack actually had a tie, 40-40, as well. I don't know why people think the Cowboys are any good still. I'm still a little lost on that. Why people actually think that. I'm sorry. Why people think the Cowboys are actually any good? I just don't think that they can score. I think they're good offensively. They're decent enough offensively. There's enough there. Their defense is terrible. Like they're not going to stop good offense. I think, but they're kind of surviving in the shootouts. But I'm not uber impressed with Dallas. Vikings and the Squealers. Squealers actually get their third win. They got the best quarterback in the division right now. I mean, certainly Aaron Rodgers may be retiring after this year. He's doing what they wanted. He's not all world. He's getting there ready to go. He's winning. He's beating the bad teams. They had a tough time. Wentz, you're going to get what you're going to get. He was decent enough, I thought in this game, but you're going to get what you're going to get. The Commanders definitely have to have Jaden Daniels back. If he can't, he can't keep missing games. Penix, I thought, looked good, as good as I've ever seen him look in the NFL when I was watching this game. 20 of 26, 312 yards as well. That's about as good as I've ever seen him look in the NFL. And the Commanders, Mariota is good at times. I think he's a decent backup, but clearly without him, without Jaden Daniels, that's clearly definitely a problem. Eagles, I got no problem with the Eagles. I think like some people got this beef like because you're the best team, you're supposed to win every game by 40 points. That's just not going to happen. Thank you, sir. That you're going to win every game by 30 points. You're not going to. You are going to win some games and they're going to be close, and that's just how it's going to be. So that is absolutely going to happen. So when you have that, so we'll see about that. So we got Packers. Bucs are the real deal. Bucs are the real deal. Bucs are no question. If the Bucs are good, the Bucs there's no doubt about it that the Bucs are serious. And Kyler Murray, I'm just about done. I can't. This guy just doesn't have it. With all the talent he has, he should be the best quarterback in that division, especially with that. I just can't. I just can't do Kyler Murray. All right. 49ers. There you go, Kenny. We're going to talk about the 49ers and the Rams. So Kenny just talked about here in the chat the issues that the Niners are having. Maybe no Brock Purdy, no Kittle, no et cetera. I would say this. Despite of this, their record is still good. They have hung in there despite of that. That shows well of Kyle Shanahan. That shows well of the organization. That shows well of them. I believe that's just not going to be enough against a Rams team who I think is the best team maybe in the NFC, not named the Eagles as well. Puka Nacua is just playing out of his mind. I think he's probably, you could argue right now, he's the best receiver in the NFL. Stafford is, despite his age, I think he's been hot really at the start. Their young defense is really good. I think it should give some problems. But the Niners are staying competitive. Defensively, they've been impressive. But I'm going to go with the Rams. in this game. It should be close, but we will see there as well. Seahawks and the Bucs. So Sam Darnold's been solid for them. I think they're getting exactly what they hoped for in Seattle. We know with Mike McDonald there, the defense is going to be solid. We know that, and so I think they're trending up in the AFC West because that might be they're trying to make it their division as well. Their offense at times I think is better than it gets credit for. It's not great per se, but I think it's better than it gets credit for. So I do think there is something there with the Seahawks as far as the offense. Bucs, I got nothing but respect for them. They've had a tough schedule. I think we've had Bucs games every week, and the schedule is good. They aren't going to have Mike Evans here the next few weeks. That's not going to help them. But Baker Mayfield, I think, you could argue he's the best gamer in the league. Love watching Baker Mayfield these days. Tough, sturdy. He maximizes every bit of his physical ability. He's gotten to be a really smart, efficient quarterback. Defensively, I think that's the Bucs are a little inconsistent, and I think there aren't too many. Home field is a bit overrated in 2025, but I think one place it does exist still is in Seattle. There's going to be a lot of Pirates and all that stuff in Seattle. I like the Seahawks. So two teams that are good teams, but they're really fighting injuries when you talk about the Commanders and the Chargers. So Chargers off to the good start, no question about it. Chargers have played well here at the start, but they're missing a lot of guys here all of a sudden. So you look at their injury report, about Slater, they're missing. So can they hold it together and have some guys, whatever, they are interesting. And the Commanders, look, if you don't get Jaden Daniels back, it's not going to work. Defensively, you're not as good as you've been either. You've really regressed a little bit on defense. Their defense is giving up points now every week. Atlanta is not a great offense, and Michael Penix had a sensational day against them last week. So they need to step up a bit on defense. I still like the Chargers here as well. I don't know for sure if Commanders play, but even if he does, they still have Herbert, who's off to a good start. Eagles and the Broncos. Broncos are looking a little bit more like what we saw last year as well. They're strong defensively. We know, at least in the last few weeks, but they're playing, I think the Eagles are the best team in the NFL. I think Hurts. It's confusing to me what A.J. Brown is beefing about. I just truly don't get. I don't know why. Like, I don't know what he's confused about. Why does he? I understand, but he's like the one of the highest paid receivers in the league. He's clearly the number one receiver. He's clearly a great receiver. He clearly has the respect of his quarterback as her. I don't get why he's. I'm just missing why he's upset. That being said, I do like him at home. I do think these games close to the vest are going to catch up to the Eagles, though, a bit. But I don't think it happens this week. Knicks, I think, was better last week. I don't think he plays as well against a good Eagles defense here. One more, the Chefs and the Jags as well. Jags now in front in the AFC South, and the Chiefs are now, I think, looking the position. I think they probably winning last week against the Ravens. Really, if they'd lost last week, that'd have been big time. This is interesting because I'm still not sold on Kansas City. Kansas City has, I think, issues. They're just not the same team we remember years ago. This is a team with issues. This is a team that has some stuff, has a few issues, right? So I do think that's a thing in Kansas City. I do think that's a thing. The Jags, I'm getting sold on the Jags. I think Lawrence has been decent enough this year. They certainly can win this division. I mean, this division isn't that I don't know if they're ready to win a game like this, though. I don't know. I don't know if they're ready to win a game like this. The defense has been better, I think, better than it was. I mean, it couldn't have been worse. I mean, they were just absolutely horrible last year as well. They have Brian Thomas has been fantastic for them. ETN has been good for them. So I'm still not completely sold, I guess, but I do think there's something there. I do think they don't beat the Chiefs yet. The Chiefs know how to win a game like this. I don't think the Jags score enough points to beat Kansas City. You got to horse race them a bit. If you have a really good quarterback like like Los Angeles Chargers, like the Rams, and you can horse race them, you're gonna. But I'm not sure if they have that. Still not sure about the Jags, so I'm taking the Chiefs. There you go. Big Five. 5 biggest games on the schedule that are not.